Isaac Buchanan, next member of Parliament for Eastern Portland. I bring you greetings from the western side of Portland. I tell you something. When I go on my TikTok, I see the MP over this side. I do her like a jiggy. And a brag and boast for road. A brag and boast for road. And I'm coming in to Windsor. And I'm wondering, where the road them there? Where the road them there? So you see how you can get some little fake business on social media, right? But I'm here to tell Jamaica, a lot of what you see is not real. But the question I have to ask is, where she get the money? Where she get the money? She do some of the roads, so I see she a dance fan. I wonder if some of that money is coming from the western side of Portland. I know Spark, the government issued to every MP $150 million to the roads in them constituency. 150 million. But I don't even see $1 million spent in West Portland. So I have to wonder if the whole of the $150 million that was supposed to be in the West somewhere find itself in the East. So if it is in the East, it's sending a message that I have one thing to say. Fire there must heal and think a cool breeze. You hear me tell you? But today, the focus is on the general, Comrade Isaac Buchanan. Comrade Isaac Buchanan is depending on you, every single one of you, to ensure that he becomes the next member of Parliament for this constituency. And I will tell you why you must elect this man as the next member of Parliament. Comrade Isaac Buchanan is not focused on just fixing road. Because fixing up road is a natural part of what a member of Parliament is supposed to do. You're not supposed to go on and a jiggy and a dance. Because the only person I know can dance better than me is she. Because me can't dance. But your responsibility is not just about road. Because road, water, light, those are basic commodities that every human being needs. What I want her to brag and boast about is from the time she has been a member of Parliament in Eastern Portland. Tell me and tell Jamaica, what have you created? What kind of income generating activity have you created differently for the young people of Eastern Portland? Tell me what changes you have made in this constituency to ensure that more money comes in the hands of the people of Eastern Portland. When you and the man from the eastern side can tell Jamaica that, then I will say you deserve another 5 years. Until then, we say Isaac Buchanan, Isaac Buchanan, Isaac Buchanan. The word is love, one love.
Ease out. Ease out. Comrades, let me recognize the president of the 7-star general in the house. Put your hands together for Comrade Fenton Ferguson, original out of Eastern St. Thomas. Give him a big round of applause, comrades. The labor rights are getting desperate. Easy. The labor rights are getting desperate. So last night, the comrades put up some paraphernalia. And this morning, the labor rights them driving around and spraying over what we put up. It shows that they are desperate. They also don't want Jamaicans to listen to them anymore. So they have sent a message to Jamaicans, and if Jamaicans don't understand it, let me tell you what it is. You can no longer sit down and watch a GLP meeting with your children. If you are a Christian, you can no longer sit down and watch a GLP meeting on YouTube, because expletives will be coming at you from the stage of the Jamaica Labour Party. You hear a Warmington talk to the Labour right them down, so? I am saying to the Labour rights of Jamaica, this is not your Labour Party. Your party has been hijacked by a bunch of bandits and thieves and land grabbing oligarchy. A warning, Jamaicans, this is not your Labour Party. It is a different party that want to take Jamaica to what kind of state? Eh? An autocratic state them a deal with. The Prime Minister said only labor rights can hold him accountable. So there is 79% of Jamaicans when say can't talk to him. And we say until the color of a man's skin is of no more significant than the color of his eyes, Bob Marley say war. So right now, we need a human rights lawyer to stand up for the people of Jamaica. And East Portland have a human rights lawyer in the name of the Rastaman, Isaac Buchanan, for the next member of parliament for East Portland. Let's welcome right now, Comrade Isaac Buchanan.
Why? I so much I don't even know what to say. I am overwhelmed, and I appreciate every single one of you. No, appreciate. Enough hate that go on, we see them spray up. But spraying a win election. And the people here, so I see them a tear down my ugly picture, but we never really want them up in the first place. Because I can't promote ugly people. You see what I say? But hear me now. We have a mission that we have to complete. It's not me, we. Yes? And that is to ensure that when Andrew called the election, our new Prime Minister is Mark Jessica. Right? We also have to ensure that Isaac Buchanan is your MP. And I'm going to tell you this, make no mistake, the Labour rights, they want me as them MP. Don't bust them and don't warn them. Just show them love. Give them enough love and enough kindness. And I'm going to say this. What we are about to do is rescue Jamaica from what them feel of them own. So when you hear them say we want bastard. Husband say, beg you 5 more years to my family. What about us? What about us? Answer that. Ask them, what about your kids and your grandkids? So we are going to make them know so you can't get nothing else out of Portland. You're taking up. And we have to make sure so we rescue Blue Lagoon. We are going to rescue Prospect. We are going to make sure so the water they will never take from right up here so in Fellowship go back in our pipe. Yeah, we not buy water no more from no MP. We not buy water from no council. Those things gonna have to stop. And the land is for you. We are going to make sure right now, if you're standing in this crowd and you don't have a house, everybody needs to be and have a part of Jamaica. And we are going to find a way to ensure that you live somewhere. We're restoring basic human dignity. And let me tell you, being a lawyer, being a politician, the lawyer thing nice. And let me tell you why. When you sue government, and the government have to pay $120 million for a man and support, you know how good that is. So your human rights, your constitutional rights, that is what I'm here for. To make sure that everybody respects you. And if there is something for you to get, you have to get it. I want you to appreciate that. So when the election comes, keep the energy high. When you see the motorcade from Hector's River to Writers, I'm telling you, man, feel the love. I am no longer frustrated. I am no longer worried. I am introducing you to your next MP, Isaac Buchanan. Nice to meet all of you. And while we're here, when the leader, when the party leader comes to Portland, we not leave out nobody. So we drive and we drive and we drive and we drive and we drive. And if the gas never done, we're gonna drive some more. But hear me out. Today is a day where we're going back to Portland, we're going back into the town. And we're going to open an office. It's your office. The office before, it's the people's office. Know this. The office before them take it and give them family. Because they don't want you to have a representative. But we have it anyway. That is what God do. God and time. Yes? So I just wanted to appreciate that we have changed things in our Portland and nobody can stop that. What God has planned for you, no boss can curse it. That's why we there so to rock it up. Blessing. Word is love.
Listen to the years of us, after us that once
Comrades! One Jamaica. Listen. Say one Portland. One Portland, only Portland, one Portland. Play the marching song there. Play the marching song. Play the marching song.
march, we are march, 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 we are march, march, march. Now we are marching on to progress. Time goes on the alarm.
Are you ready?
But we don't hear what the liberals say or what they say we are. Now we need to find the liberals.
Comrades!
To set Jamaica
All good and well, comrades!
and we march into victory. Everything them wrong. We are the build back. We are the build back. Better than before. Everything.
He's out. He's out. Hey, the labor right there did I say, everyone we're going to play My Father Born if we can't find no more song. I'm creative like PNP. See, brand new song, you make the whole of them afraid. Them belly a jump out. Brand new tune. Hold on. Then, me never know so them turn a racist party. Jamaica Matter says out of many, we are one people. You can't choose your mother. You can't choose your father. You can't choose your sister. And you can't choose your brother. But my leader, Barnia, My leader, everybody know him making money. All them can criticize him and say, him born in a wealth. I don't feel fault. Make him never born poor. I know all of we did want born poor. But what we know is how our leader money come. What we don't know is how a man going to politics, broke and pauperizing, couldn't pay for his wedding, but right now he's a multi-billionaire. And we don't know. Our leader is certified. Comrades, there are two men running for Prime Minister in Jamaica. One is certified and one is not certified. I said to all Christians in the Labour Party, if you're a Bible reading Christian, you cannot support Andrew Holness. So I want to see our pastor I got up on a stage and tell me to vote for a man who is under investigation for illicit actions. Comrades, Bob Marley tell us, until the color of a man's skin is of no more significance than the color of his eyes. We have a leader with clean hands and pure heart. We have a leader who have business experience. We have a leader who is one of Jamaica's top commercial lawyers. Fellowship Division, East Portland, are you ready for one more Buchanan?
You come to win this year, not you for broke, I can't hold you, they can't hold you. When you win this year, I when them I got to hold you. You come to win this year, not the time come, you get us.
Yeah man, what? Mike sound heavy. People in Fellowship Division, here in Windsor, what a pleasure, what a joy it is to be here with you. East Portland, how you feeling? Yeah man, you're looking good man, you're looking good. I just want to big up all of the dignitaries in the place. My brethren, Fenton Ferguson, former Minister of Government, former MP for Eastern St. Thomas. I see Andre Hilton here, former MP for Eastern St. Andrew. And of course, we have two wonderful candidates here in Portland. Doreen over in the west, and Isaac the General here in the east. Isaac Buchanan, son of the great big youth, has stepped up into political representation because of his love for the people. And I respect any man who comes into representational politics to work and serve the people of Jamaica. And Isaac is one such man, because he didn't have to do this. His career was on a path taking off in the legal profession. You remember the big case we won last year at the Privy Council for cartel, one of the biggest cases ever. And your next member of parliament mash up the case there. And everybody was like, wow, what a lawyer. And the man decided he wants to serve the people. So people of East Portland, I have to ask you, in the name of my former brethren, Dr. Linville Bloomfield, of blessed memory, I want to give back East Portland into the column of the People's National Party. I want to put your X beside the head for Isaac Buchanan. And I want to help to deliver the victory that will be part of the momentum taking Jamaica out of the clutches of this wicked and corrupt government into a path towards a righteous government that is here to serve the people, that isn't here to scrape the resources from the people, but is here to ensure that the people's interests come first and only first. We have some wonderful plans to help to make life better for the people of Jamaica. We have plans in agriculture, and that of course is a big industry here in Portland. We want to establish the Agricultural Development Fund. We're going to take a portion of the duties and taxes collected from imported food and put that into a fund to help build local production and help Jamaican farmers. Help them with access to funding through the PC banks so that they can invest in their farms. They can get the equipment they need. They can get the fertilizer they need. They can invest in storage facilities and water systems and all of these things that are so critical, because food security in the 21st century is a very real challenge globally, and Jamaica is suffering from food insecurity. 55%, the United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization has said in a recent study on Jamaica, 55%, that means 55 out of 100 Jamaicans are suffering from food insecurity, moderate to severe food insecurity. That means you're not getting enough food to eat, or the food you're eating is not nutritious food and it's contributing to bad health outcomes. And we have the capacity to feed ourselves in Jamaica and to feed our neighbors as well, who are not as blessed as we are when it comes to agricultural potential. So we are committed to making agriculture one of the strong industries of the 21st century economy in Jamaica, building food security. And one of the ways we're going to do that is because we have committed to guaranteeing every needy child at least one hot, nutritious meal a day in school, whether it be primary school or secondary school. It's going to cost $9 billion additional dollars per year for us to do that. And that money is largely going to be spent with the farmers to buy the food, the produce that the children are going to eat. So that's going to be an injection of an additional up to $9 billion into the hands of the Jamaican farmers. That is how we synergize the policy to make the children more healthy and strong, and to make the farmers more economically resilient. We have a wonderful policy in housing. We're committed to building 50,000 housing units, affordable housing units, in the first 5 years of our term of office. And we plan to use public lands, government lands that are not suitable for agriculture, and use them to develop housing for people who currently can't afford the houses that are being built in Jamaica. Because there are houses being built, but those houses are out of range of the ordinary Jamaican, because they're priced of $25, $30, $35, $40 million. And most people in Jamaica just simply can't afford a house at that price. And we need to do something about that, because this government has dropped the ball terribly when it comes to affordable housing. And so we are committed to stop taking money out of the NHT to finance the annual budget of the country. For the last 10 years, the government has taken $11.4 billion every year out of the NHT and put it towards the budget. And when they talk about no new taxes, that is partly because they're using NHT resources to finance the budget. But that means that NHT is not playing the role that Michael Manley intended when Michael Manley established the National Housing Trust in the 1970s. The National Housing Trust is a vehicle for the upliftment of Jamaican people through housing, and especially those Jamaicans who would not otherwise be able to afford a house. So we intend to stop taking that money out of the NHT so it can build back its financial strength. We're going to make the public lands available, and we're going to develop the affordable housing. And we're not going to charge purchasers of those houses a value for the land. They will get the land essentially free of cost. when they buy the house. So that means they're getting an immediate $2 to $3 million of extra value in their ownership because of the PNP policy when it comes to housing. And for young people who struggle to find a deposit, we have a special plan for you. If you're contributing to the NHT for just 2 years or more, you will be entitled to a grant of up to $500,000 towards the deposit to help you buy a house and step into the world of being an owner of your own door key here on the Rock. And we have the rent to own program, because we recognize that there are many people out there who are making them little money, them are hustle doing this or that. They might be employed to somebody, but that employer might not be a formalized business that gives them a pay slip every month or every fortnight, and they can't prove their income so as to qualify for a mortgage. And we said, then we want people like that to have a chance to own a home too. So we're going to allow them to go into possession of the house as a tenant, and we're going to set the rental at the same amount as what the mortgage would be. And if they're able to make those payments of rent for a reasonable period of time, we're thinking 6 months, we're going to say, we will treat that as sufficient proof of income. You can manage a mortgage, allow them to access the mortgage, draw down the loan, buy the house, and move from being a tenant to being an owner of their own home. That is what we call the rent to own program. And for all those families who have never had anybody in their family attend university before, we have a special program for you. If you are the first person in your family to attend university or college, the People's National Party will give you a full scholarship, because we want you to have the opportunity to step up in life by becoming qualified and trained to get the kind of job that will help you to move forward and bring your family up with you. And that is a progressive policy. I have to give credit to Comrade Damian Crawford for that one, because he was the one who conceptualized that back in 2018, and it was in our 2020 manifesto, and Andrew Holness Agwai, like him want to claim it for himself, and he's had 10 years opportunity to implement it, nothing at all. So comrades, we are at a crossroads in the history of the country. We are facing an opportunity. We don't know the exact date, but we know it will be soon. It is an opportunity to get rid of a government that has not grown the economy, that has lost the trust and confidence of the people, that is led by a prime minister whose financial affairs are under a cloud. He has not had them certified by the anti-corruption agency of the country, the Integrity Commission. That matter has been referred by the Integrity Commission for further investigation by the Financial Investigations Division, which is a law enforcement agency. And what we see is the next thing, another very suspicious act, where a man who has been on public radio and JLP FM saying that there is nothing wrong with what the Prime Minister has done. That is the man who, though he didn't meet the qualification requirements for the job of head of the FID, because he has no law enforcement experience, when 12 years law enforcement experience was in the requirements for the job, 5 of those 12 years in a leadership position, he didn't qualify. There were people who did qualify, who applied for the job, and they changed those requirements without any paperwork to give it to this man who had already publicly said the Prime Minister has done nothing wrong. That is the country we're living in, people. That is the corrupt country that we are in, where critical institutions are being undermined. That is why we had to be so active in opposition, taking things to court, because the government was acting in an unconstitutional way over and over again. We had to take the NIDS legislation to court because it was going to violate the privacy rights of the Jamaican people. And the court struck down that legislation completely. We had to take the state of emergency to court because the way the government was using it was not the way that it was intended by the founding fathers who wrote the Constitution. They were using it like a simple law enforcement tool, but it's not intended in that way, because a state of emergency is a suspension of your rights. You can be scraped up and you have no access to the court. You can be held for weeks and weeks in detention without any chance of getting bail. And that is the system that the Labourites wanted to normalize as part of policing in the country, where me, you, any of us could be held because them not like we, and we would have be able to do nothing about it. So we took it to court, and the Constitutional Court said it is wrong. It is a violation of the Constitution. Every single one of those states of emergency that they have declared since 2017 were ruled null and void and illegal. The PNP has been standing up for the people of this country. And we do it because we are people of principle. We do it because we have sworn an oath to uphold the Constitution. We do it because we want a better life for all Jamaicans, of all walks of life, of all levels of the society, but in particular, those who need the help of the state, those who are most vulnerable. We're going to have a very proactive policy for persons with disabilities. We're establishing a $1 billion fund to help them to get ahead in life with the various things that they need to access all that society has to offer. We're going to help the cultural and creative practitioners. I know Colin Bell is a big believer in that industry, and here in Portland you have tremendous heritage assets that you can take advantage of to grow the economy and create wealth here in Portland. The Maroons, for example, the Maroon culture, the Maroon heritage sites, these are things that can be developed to support a more vibrant cruise ship industry in the town of Port Antonio and in the parish itself. And we are going to create a $1 billion a year fund to support creative practitioners. So if you're an artist and you can roll your tongue and say some wicked lyrics, you can, but you need a piece of equipment to take your thing forward, we will help you with that. Or if you're a man who's bad with the pottery and you can make things out of clay and you can make lovely mugs and plates and so on, but you need some piece of equipment to do the pottery, we can help you with that. Or if you're an artist and you have an eye for beauty and you want to be able to buy your easel and your paintbrush and your paints, we will help you with that. Or if you're a studio engineer and you can build some wicked rhythm, but you need some equipment for that, we will help you with that. That is what we are about, empowerment of the people, allowing the economy to develop organically using the natural talent and brilliance of our people, changing the system so it no longer holds people down, but uplifts people and gives people a chance to breathe and flourish. I am going to be in charge as Prime Minister of making the bureaucracy work for the people of Jamaica, for the business community, and for ordinary Jamaicans who need goods and services from the government, but find it so frustrating when they try to access those goods and services because there are all these old-fashioned rules and procedures that don't make any sense and just cost money to comply with and hold us back and take time and frustrate us when we have to deal with government. I'm going to be taking my chainsaw or my blowtorch to those things and ensuring that the bureaucracy and the rules of interfacing and interacting with government are seamless and user-friendly for people and for business. So comrades, as I was saying, that day soon come, and it's a date with history. And it's a date where each and every one of us who's on the voters list has a responsibility to ourselves, to our children, our grandchildren, our community, our parish, and our country, Jamaica. We can either continue on the path we're on now of low growth and high corruption and a lack of hope, or we can switch to the PNP way. The PNP way, which is a highway to progress. The PNP way, which is honest government. Government with integrity. Government focusing on the real issues that are holding our people back. focusing on what we need to do to let our people have a better chance in life and give ourselves a better quality of life in this country. The choice is on the table. I'm asking everyone to make sure that you bring all PNP voters and all people who may never have voted for the PNP before but don't like what is happening now and are minded to give Markichi a chance. Bring them to the polling station. Make them put them X squarely beside the head. If they're in East Portland, beside the head and beside the name, Isaac Buchanan. And if we're in the West, because I know some people from the West are here, they can put the X beside the name, Doreen Campbell. Because our two top candidates we have given you. And I know you deserve it, and that's why we brought them to you. So people, are you ready? Are you ready? Do you want the victory? Do you want the PNP back in government? Do you want Iman Markichi to run the place? Do you want Isaac Buchanan? Do you want Doreen Campbell? Do you want to proud the bars and bring back decency to Portland and get rid of bad mind? Because it's pure bad mind I go on. Comrades, I am with you. The world is on. On the road to progress. One love, comrades. The word is always love.
Send up, body ball of the world.
Put your hands together for Mark Jefferson Bowling. Let's play this for Jamaica.
Somebody say back to the sender. Back to the sender.
Hold on, the comrades. Let me tell you something. Remember a time when 18 baby died in about 4 different hospitals. Andrew Wellness same here, dead baby crying. 24 babies have died in one hospital. Andrew, can you hear them crying? Andrew, can you hear babies crying?
Somebody say back to the sender.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. When you hear Andrew Wellness talk about PNP and start cuss PNP, just look back at him. He's talking about himself. When Desmond Mackenzie say he will never surrender Jamaica to the PNP again, what they mean? I said to Jamaicans, this government is a dictatorship government. They don't want nobody to criticize them. They don't want nobody to talk about them. So the Prime Minister say, good economic and yam. Easily. Him say good economic and yam. But he's saying to civil servant, for the first year of your 4-year contract, I can't give you no raise. Let me tell you something, comrades. The country broke. They have raped this country and now there is no money left. How come Christopher, hold on, it's 3 times only for baby dead and not Tufton leadership, you know. It's not 1 time. It's not 2 times. It's 3 times now. Holy for baby dead. Behave yourself, man. Because Anjuna Ball say here them baby are crying. Me I wonder. Hey. Andrew Wellness is the biggest liar. When him say me hear the baby them a cry, we know a lie ma tell. When him say you can't sleep with your door and your window open, we know a lie ma tell. When he say the economy good, we know a lie ma tell. And then me see a man a walk around with anti-bad mind on him shirt. He's the biggest bad mind politician in Jamaica. You ever hear one sense that so a man think it's so easy? Same way I think, and because I saw him stay, make him talk about it. Comrades, let me tell you something. This election is about rescuing Jamaica. And we see everybody on the campaign trail and everybody on the motorcade, don't drive with a driver that is not licensed to drive. Don't make a doctor do a surgery on you who is not certified as a doctor. Don't have a prime minister who is integrity commission filing cannot be certified. Time come for a leader who is certified to lead. Comrades, let me tell you something. We're heading down to Port Antonio for the opening of the office. And we're asking you to take your time on the road, go down, and be careful. When we come to Port Antonio, it is going to be the official opening of the office. So comrades, drive safe. And remember, on election day, put your X beside the head. Put your X beside the head. Put your X beside the head.
Yeah.
So me say, what's up? Pablo.
Hey.
Like up live, like up live, like up live, live from Windsor to Satania, bad selector.
Outside of there. Yeah, man. Inside, outside.
Yes, man. Motorcade, massive. Name them outside. Easy, easy, easy.
I want you to say it already. Watch the boy. It's too slow. You see another man who are pussy. Yeah, man. Switch over. Hold yourself, man. That's it. Julian. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Yes, Dad. Something not my vehicle, but my vehicle left on road. Yeah, vehicle down road. Anytime Molly come and take one here, I could wait for nothing to that. Alright. Winds are block up. Block up. Portland Spice TV, see that? Yes, yes, yes. Huh? Where's Portland tomorrow? See him where so we say. Yeah. See how she smiles pretty. Yeah, I've been up before so. Come on, they're ready. See the man and not listen, you know. You tell the man them say the thing of a turn round. The thing to move through back road. Listen. If you think the loop through back road is not, you know, this open. No one juice. Yo! That's what this. move now. Forward.
Make your speak catch me. Your shirt like sexy. Man, you feel rough like track star. No afraid of nobody. No afraid of nobody. We no afraid of nobody. No afraid of nobody. We no afraid of nobody. We no afraid of nobody. Never scared, never scared, never scared, never scared, never scared. Dirty mind man, see me drop dead. Iniquity, see me drop dead. No like it, no like shame. Hope ya walk a left, judge a children. Science again, science again. Him a laugh, him a know your friend. Send a fire from them. Performance gang, performance gang. And your heart clean to the performance gang. Performance gang, performance gang. And your heart clean to the performance gang. I know them alone jump on bad lamb. I know them alone jump on bad lamb. I'm 45 let them analyze ourselves and give us let go of them. You'll fight on the love street. Come me like snakes in your fear. Could be them attack, we don't hear you. We never take no food for your table. It's coming like you're not here. You want to take my life in a paradise. Just choose a job in my life. Performance gang, and your heart clean to the performance gang. Performance gang, and your heart clean to the performance gang. I know them alone jump on bad line. I know them alone jump on bad line. Once was a ship that looked to see the name of the ship. EFT, the winds were up high by the terrible boy. Suddenly the man told I bring my sugar and tea and
Lord. That's what man I play for something, man.
So she burned it hard and enough to stop. Like a pink pussy cocky blacker than a hair rock. You make pussy in a color and a hammer knock. She feel the dark slim but with color.
Play something clean, man.
Rum turn me to a dancer. Rum turn me to a dancer.
Forward to the people. Look on the line.
Oh, you have to my reunion.
Rum turn me to a dancer. Let we go, let we go, let we go. Any rum tell you you's a big dancer. Come show them you's a big dancer.
Forward, Elma.
March me a march, march, march. March me a march, march, march. Carry a marching on to progress. Time comes on the alarm. I will not hear what deliverance say. I want them say we are. Now we need to find deliverance and to set Jamaica free.
Bless up, bless up, bless up. Comrade Sean Cook.
Yeah.
Yes, big alright. Yes, sir. Load up, Nats, load up. Yo, we beat that truck here. We now make that truck here pass. Ready? Yes. Put you. Let's go road. No, sir. So see where my peeps leaving Windsor. You have to wind it up.
No, I think somebody bust that window there. Yes, just like you said. And the buses, so they put up this music car.
Yeah, good on.
But under conditions.
So we're leaving Windsor, heading to Port Antonio. No, that was Windsor Square, not Fellowship Square. Windsor Square. People say, what's that in that back? No. Must back this.
Listen.
Yeah, man.
And that them good man.
Yeah, we are talking about this is size motorcade. Some people just go and look on the side scenes. We are look over, look out. You can see the mountain point over there, so up there, so the maroon and look up. And watch when the English them come. America. Say that word there. Unalive them. So we're going down to Port Antonio for the official office opening. Look out. Yeah, man.
They call it watching.
Watch it, yeah. That's the right. Yeah. Watch it. Yeah. Nanny place, you know. He's a farmer. He's a real farmer come from Buchanan. Pick up yourself. Power to the people. Yeah, man. Okay.
Yes, everybody else.
Yes, I am.
So wait.
Deep gone far. From them here, the start of the trouble, let me hear the sound. But I think of the battery I get weak. I expect the battery if you are done anytime, you know. Because even when I come back from a fire with the crank and it start frightening up. Because I make certain I have a battery pack and I say the battery had about 2 years and little, you know. So I expect it. So when I hear it, I think of the battery I get weak. So because I think of it,
So just to say the motor.
no, this is a guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on flavor amount. Yeah, people, it's a massive